They laugh before they even see my face. Music pounds from the rented speakers. Light throws color on the walls like spilled paint. I carry a silver tray that shakes in my hands. The party smells like jollof, perfume, and pride. I am the maid. I am the one they forget. Madam snaps her fingers. Girl, hurry. Her dress shines like fish scales. I nod and pass through a maze of elbows and fake smiles. A boy sticks out his leg. I stumble. Rice jumps. Laughter rises again, loud and sharp. Someone says, "Who invited poverty?" Another person records on a phone. I look for a corner to hide my face, but the house has no corners tonight. Pride fills every space. Chioma, my old classmate, leans close. Ezinne, you again? You should have stayed in the village. Her teeth sparkle. Her words cut. I breathe slow. I count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come, I tell myself. Work, take your pay, go home. Still, my cheeks burn. I feel like a small fire in a big room. A man I do not know watches from the balcony. He wears simple clothes, but his eyes look steady, like water in a deep well. When I catch his gaze, he does not laugh. He nods once as if to say, I see you. Madam claps. Music. Dance, maid, dance. People cheer. My body freezes. I whisper, please. Dance. I close my eyes and step back, but my heel catches a cable. I fall. The tray flies. Plates crash. Laughter explodes like broken plates across the floor. I stand, shaking. I will not cry here. Not here. I walk toward the door. Behind me, someone says, let her go. She has nothing. Tonight. Outside, night smells like wet dust and diesel. I stand by the gate, holding my wrist. The tray cut my skin. My name is Ezinne. I came to the city with hope folded like a letter in my pocket. The letter is gone. The hope tries to stay. I touch the small pendant on my neck. It is brown wood, smooth from years. Carved on it is a small sun with 7 short lines. Mama said, your grandmother gave me this. It remembers our name even when people forget. In the market, I buy Gary on credit and pay with smiles. In the compound, I mop steps no one thanks me for. I sing softly when I sweep. Songs keep hunger busy. The landlord shouts like a rusted gate. Rent or road? I bow and keep quiet. At the party gate, Chioma passes me. Her perfume moves before her like a flag. You still here? City life is not for everyone. She looks at my pendant, laughs, and keeps walking. I feel small, then I feel stubborn. From the balcony, the quiet man comes down the stairs. He walks like someone who knows where he is going. He does not smile. He does not frown. He stops near me, close enough for kind silence. Are you okay? He asks. Yes, I lie. His hand lifts, then pauses as if he wants to help but is asking permission. On his finger is a ring with a sun and 7 lines. The same mark. My heart jumps like a bird. Be careful, he says. He steps back into the light and disappears into faces that shine like mirrors. I touch my pendant. It feels warm. It feels like a door I have not opened yet. The first drops fall as I reach the road. Lagos rain is never shy. It comes like drums at a festival. I wrap my scarf tight and run. My shoes slap water. My heart slaps pain. Behind me, laughter still pours from the house. Music chases me down the street. A car passes slow. The window lowers. Chioma's voice floats out. Bye, village star. The window rises. The car is gone. I stop under a kiosk roof. The wood shakes as wind pushes hard. My fingers shake too. I whisper to the rain, please, not today. Of course, rain does not bargain. Headlights bloom through the curtain of water. A black car rolls close and idles. The driver leans out. Madam, enter. You will get sick. No, I say. I am not a madam. I am not even a guest. A voice from the back seat, warm and calm. Ezinne, please. He knows my name? The quiet man from the party is there, face soft in the dark. Fear and pride fight inside me. Please, he says again. Let me take you home. I have no home today. It slips out before I can catch it. He opens the door himself. Then let me take you somewhere dry. I look at the sky. It looks back with needles. I climb in, small and wet in a quiet car. The door closes. The city becomes a fish tank around us, glass and rushing water. Who are you? I ask. Someone who does not like cruelty, he says. Why did you know my name? She smiles, small. Chioma shouted it. I listen. I breathe out, long and tired. In the dark window, my face looks brave and scared at the same time. The car hums like a quiet song. The city slides past, rain slick and shiny. He offers a folded cloth. I hold it like a secret. Warmth climbs back into my fingers. Thank you, I say. What do you need? He asks. A day that does not bite. He laughs once, a river stone sound. We can try. He tells the driver a street I have never heard. We stop at a roadside canteen with yellow walls. The owner nods to him with respect that looks like prayer. Rice, stew, and hot tea appear. I eat shy but hungry. He does not stare. He asks small questions and waits for small answers. Where did you get the pendant? He asks at last. My mother. It is the only thing I carried from home. He touches his ring. It is familiar. After the rain softens, he takes me to a rooftop, the kind only neighbors know. The city spreads like a map, lights blinking like patient stars. We stand there, saying little. The wind smells new. He gives me money for transport. I refuse. He puts it on the low wall, not in my hand. If you don't take it, someone else will, he says and smiles. When I reach the compound, my clothes on the line are gone. My padlock hangs open with no door to guard. A note is stuck with gum on the wall. Ezinne, your service is no longer needed. Do not return. Who did this? I shout into the night. My voice cracks. No one answers. A cockroach walks across the note like it wrote it. I sit on my suitcase in the hallway, cold and awake. Rain starts again. Somewhere far off, a generator coughs and finally sleeps. Morning finds me at the bus park with nylon bag and stubborn heartbeat. The ground is a patchwork of puddles and chewing gum. Hawkers move like river fish, bright and quick. I find a dry plank and sit with my bag for a pillow. A woman with a tray of puff-puff smiles. Sister, take one. Pay when you can. Bless her. I take two and pay with a thank you that feels too small. Near the loading bay, a preacher sings with a cracked voice. People join because hope is a song stomachs know. I sing the chorus under my breath. It lifts me a little. By noon, I start helping a tailor who mends torn pockets while customers wait. His name is Baba Segan. His hands dance with needle and thread. Sit, he says. Hold the cloth. Talk if you want. We talk about rain, about old shoes, about names that carry weight. I stitch slow and learn fast. We laugh when a goat steals plantain peels. We laugh again when a Danfo conductor argues with a poster. Tragicomedy is a Lagos language. I speak it badly, but I am learning. At dusk, two boys with hard eyes circle the bench. Auntie, settle us, one says. Baba's hands pause. My mouth goes dry. A horn splits the air. A convoy glides to a stop like a knife. Doors open. Shoes shine. Voices carry. People step back, as if power sounds are hot. The quiet man climbs out. He looks at me like he left and finally returned. What happened? He asks. Life, I say. He nods. Then let's argue with life. He turns to his guard. Get her bag. No, I say, standing. I walk on my own feet. My voice surprises me. He reads my face the way good people read weather. Okay, he says softly. On your own feet. But not alone. We ride to a small guest house near the lagoon. The manager greets him with both hands. He pays for a week and writes my name. I take the key. The room smells of soap salt. I sit. My shoulders fall. I do not want charity, I tell him. Then don't take charity, he says. Work with me. A kitchen in Ajagunal feeds day workers at dusk. The cook traveled. Help keep it alive for a week. A week I can do. That evening, we stand in a small, hot kitchen behind a kiosk. Smoke lifts like prayers. I stir pepper soup until tears tickle my nose. We serve bowls to tired men and women who smile at heat and salt like home. Good, he says. You run things like a conductor. A child brings change with 2 careful hands. The boy stares at my pendant. Fine son, he whispers. When I look up, I catch the man's ring again in the lantern light. The same sun. My head fills with quick questions. He notices. He turns his hand to hide it, then changes his mind and lets it shine. Old family sign, he says. From the east. Mine too, I answer. He nods, a small bridge. We do not cross it yet. At closing, he hands me a notebook with neat pages. Schedule, vendors, portions, he says. You'll do better than me. I smile. I will try. The night smells of diesel and fried plantain. Outside, a new moon sits on the tip of a cloud like a spoon on a bowl. Something is stirring, I think. Maybe it is me. On Saturday we buy tomatoes at Angbo. Heat rises from the ground like a spirit. The market buzzes sellers, prayers, price fights, and laughter. I hold the notebook. He carries 2 baskets like they weigh nothing. An old woman with milky eyes stares at my chest. Her hands shake. Where did you get that, son? She asks. Her voice is thin but sharp. My mother, I say. Her mother before her. The woman touches the pendant with respect, not greed. 7 rays, she whispers. I have been looking for that mark since the day my daughter vanished with a baby. The air goes still. The man looks from her face to mine, then to his ring. The same sun sits there, sure. What do you mean vanished? I ask. Kidnapped by a cousin who wanted land, she says. A lie made thick enough to swallow truth. We followed footprints until the river took them. I prayed the sun would come back. Tears gather but do not fall. I am Mama Neka. My heart bangs on my ribs. My mother's name was Neka, I whisper. The world tilts like a bowl on a knee. People press closer. The man lifts his hand and the crowd remembers manners. He clears a path with silence more than with guards. Mama Neka holds my jaw and searches my face like a map. She sings a lullaby. I know the last line. I sing it with her. It is you, she says, not loud but certain. Child of my child. Cook fire smoke stings my eyes. Or maybe it is joy with pepper in it. Somewhere behind us, Chioma's laugh cuts through like a knife on glass. She has seen us. Trouble turns and looks our way. Mama Neka gives us one address, a small street near the old sawmill. We find a house with tired paint and a mango tree that leans like it knows. A woman opens the door with eyes that hide. Auntie Igioma, Mama Neka says. The name tastes like rain before a storm. Auntie looks from the pendant to the ring to my face. She lifts her chin. You came late. Why did you lie? I ask voice. Why did you take my mother? Why did you take me? She does not blink. I took you from hunger, she says. Your father died. Land matters. Men with guns came. I ran. I told new stories so Old Danger would die. Old Danger did not die, Mama Neka says. It moved into our house. Auntie rubs her thin arms like she is cold. I am tired of begging ghosts. Take the girl. Take the son. She steps aside, small and hard like a nail. Inside, a cracked cupboard holds a tin box. Igioma opens it with a hairpin. Inside are letters, pictures, a baby shoe, and a birth cloth with the 7-ray sun. On the back of a photo, a line reads, Ezinne, born during heavy rain. My legs go weak. The man pulls a chair forward with steady hands. I sit. He says nothing. He has a wall at my back. I am sorry, Auntie says at last. Sorry is not a bridge, but it is a plank. We leave with the box. The mango tree drops one fruit that rolls to my foot as if to bow. I look at the man. He looks back steady. My life has cracks, yes, but light uses cracks. Come, he says. Let us build from here now. Days fold into one another like clean sheets. We cook, we count, we learn names. The kitchen becomes a clock that rings with spoons. The man, whose name is Chaik, finally says it. He says it one evening when steam fogs the lantern. I am Chaik. I am still Ezinne, I smile. We walk by the lagoon when work ends. He listens like palm trees, strong, silent, moving only when true wind blows. He does not tell stories of money. He tells stories of rivers that do not hurry and still reach the sea. One night, rain starts. We run under the mango tree near the guest house. The air smells like green thunder. Chaik breathes once, steady, then kneels in the damp sand. "Marry me," he says. No speech. No crowd. Just his steady eyes and the tree holding up the sky. My laugh comes out like a sob. Yes. We marry with elders from the compound and 3 neighbors who clap off beat. Mama Neka ties a wrapper around my waist and cries. Auntie Igioma stands far back and does not clap, but she stays until the last song. It is enough for now. We share jollof from a pot. Someone spills, someone jokes, someone prays. Tragic and funny hold hands and dance. The moon peaks, then hides behind a cloud like a shy child. Later, by the door, Chaik touches the pendant. "Keep this close," he says. His ring glints like a small sun talking to another. "Do you have more names?" I ask. He smiles. "Maybe." By morning, the kitchen smells like pepper and promise. We have work. We have us. The city watches, almost soft. A week after the wedding, an envelope arrives like a knife in silk. Gold paper. Thick seal. My name written like it owes money. I turn it over 3 times before I open it. Inside is an invitation to a charity gala by the same family that mocked me. The house with rented speakers. The people with sharp laughter. They wrote, "We value your service and welcome your presence." Service? Presence? I taste iron and old hurt. I show Chaik. He reads slowly twice. "Do you want to go?" he asks. "I want to breathe inside that house and not shake," I say. "I want to stand where I fell and not fear." "Then we go," he says. His voice is calm like a tide boat. I do not own a gown. Baba Segan measures me with a smile that knows miracles. "We will sew pride into the hem," he says. He brings out a deep green fabric that holds light like water holds sky. We work late. Needles sing. Thread runs like narrow roads. Walking in heels is a joke and a war. I practice in the corridor while children cheer and pretend to sell tickets. I fall, I rise, we laugh. Tragicomedy stays close. It refuses to miss my show. The night comes. A limousine, long and silent, waits by the guest house. It shows up the way power arrives, with no hurry and no apology. I turn to Chaik. "Who sent that?" "I did," he says. His ring catches the light and throws it back. "Let them see you arrive the way you should." "Who are you really?" I ask. He opens the door. "Your husband," he says, "and something else you will see soon." In due time. The limousine slides through Lagos night like a fat silverfish. People on the street pause to watch. Hawkers stop shouting. Even police at the checkpoint salute without asking. I sit inside, my green gown folding like a river around me. My fingers twist the pendant. My stomach twists too. Chaik sits calm beside me, his ring catching the streetlights one by one. "Breathe," he says. "I will," I whisper. The driver slows before the house that once spat me out. Music beats inside. Laughter leaks through windows. That same laughter. The limousine door opens. Feet on gravel. Cameras flash. Heads turn. Mouths open. Some choke on their drinks. "Is that the maid?" someone says. I step down slow. My heels kiss the ground like drums. I walk tall, not small. My gown glows. Chaik takes my hand. Whispers rise like dust in harmattan. Chioma stands at the doorway, red lips stiff. Her eyes widen, then narrow. "Ezinne." "Yes," I say. My voice does not shake. Behind us, children from the compound rush forward, laughing, waving. "Auntie Ezinne." Their voices are sweet trouble. Guests gasp. How dare poor children run here? But no one dares stop them. Chaik squeezes my hand. "Shall we go in?" "Yes," I say again. Inside, chandeliers drip gold. Faces stare, pretending to smile, but their eyes burn questions. Who brought her? How? Why a limousine? I breathe deep. This house will not break me twice. From the stage, the host raises a mic. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome a special guest. His voice shakes. He looks at Chaik like a student caught by a teacher. The crowd waits. The night holds its breath. Tonight, the host says, sweating under the lights, we honor Mr. Chaik Obinna. The crowd claps too quickly. Some drop glasses. I blink. My hand almost slips from his. Obinna. I know that name. The family that builds roads, ships, schools. I heard stories of them when I was still selling oranges at the roadside. I thought they were fables. Chioma laughs sharp, trying to hide her nerves. Obinna? This man? Impossible. Chaik steps forward, calm as always. Possible, he says. My name has been Obinna since birth. I only kept it quiet. Gasps rise like fire. People turn from him to me. The maid with a pendant. The maid with a husband. The maid with a billionaire. Chioma points. You lied. You tricked us. You. No, I snap. My voice echoes. You laughed. You mocked. You spilled food and called me nothing. I never lied. I just survived. The room stirs. Some look ashamed, others hungry for more scandal. Phones rise. Screens glow. Chaik's voice carries over the noise. This woman, he says, is not a maid. She is my wife. She carries a son older than this city. She carries grace you cannot measure. Mama Neka appears from the crowd, leaning on a stick, eyes burning proud. My blood, she cries. My grandchild returns. The hall erupts. Some cheer. Some hiss. Some whisper like snakes in grass. Chioma's face cracks. She stumbles back. Oh, I will not. A waiter trips beside her, spilling red wine across her gown. The hall roars with laughter this time, not at me, but at her. I stand still. Inside me, something rises. Not revenge. Not pride. Something softer. Like a door finally opening. Music swells again, forced by a nervous DJ. Drums chase away silence. Some guests try to dance, pretending nothing happened. But eyes still dart toward me. Chaik takes my hand. Dance. I cannot, I whisper. You can, he says. Let them see your strength move. We step into the center. My gown sways. His steps are sure. We dance slow at first, then faster, the way water learns to laugh in a stream. The crowd circles. Some clap. Some sneer. From the side, Chioma watches, her face a storm. She pushes through, dragging a mic from the host. Ladies and gentlemen, she yells. Do not be fooled. This girl, this so-called wife, was sweeping floors last week. She carried trays, she begged for crumbs. How can she stand here now? Silence drops heavy. All eyes swing back to me. I take the mic from her. My voice is steady. Yes, I swept floors. Yes, I carried trays. Poverty is not a curse. Work is not shame. What is shame is cruelty. A murmur rolls through the hall. Some nod. Some shift uneasily. Chaik steps forward. My wife speaks truth. She worked with dignity while others played with scorn. That is why she stands here. That is why she will never bow again. The crowd claps, louder now, not forced. Chioma shakes her head, desperate. No. This cannot be. She cannot win. The chandelier above rattles as if the house itself disagrees. I hand the mic back to the host. My heart beats strong. Tonight, I am not a maid. I am not your laughter. I am myself. The hall feels smaller now. But my world feels bigger. After the dance, I step outside for air. The balcony smells of old wood and perfume. The lagoon glitters dark below. My pendant rests warm on my chest. Chioma follows, heels clicking like gunshots. You stole this, she hisses. Stole what? This life. She points at me, trembling. It should be mine. I worked for it. I painted my skin, I bent my voice, I chased money like wind. And you, she spits, you were a maid. How dare you? I face her, tired but strong. Life is not stolen. Life is given. Maybe you chased shadows and missed the sun. Her eyes flash. She lunges, grabs my pendant, pulls. The string snaps. The wood sun falls, bounces once, then slips through the railing. No! My scream rips the night, but a hand catches it before it falls. Chike's guard, standing silent near the edge, stretches down, picks it up, and places it back in my palm. Chioma stares, shaking. You cannot win forever, she whispers. Maybe not, I say. But tonight I do not lose. She storms away, her heels stabbing the floor. Chike joins me, his hand warm on mine. You are stronger than this house. I breathe. The pendant feels heavier, wiser, more alive. Somewhere inside, music plays again. Laughter rises, but this time, it does not cut me. It rolls off, soft as foam on waves. For the first time, I believe I belong here. The next morning, I wake in the guest house with sunlight across the bed. Chike brings tea. He does not wear his ring today. He places it on the table beside my pendant. Do you see? He asks. Yes, I whisper. 2 suns. Same sky. We talk long. He tells me of leaving wealth behind to learn the city as a man, not as a name. Power without humility is noise, he says. I wanted to hear truth again. I tell him of hunger, of mama's stories, of washing plates until my fingers cracked. He listens without pity, only with respect. Mama Neka visits at noon. She holds my hand. Child, you carried storms alone. Now share the rain. I cry then, not out of shame, but release. Tears can be rivers too. Later we walk through the market. People whisper, point. Some greet me with smiles. Some with envy. Baba Segan bows low and gives me a scarf he stitched himself. For the girl who rose, he says. That evening, children from the compound run to me. Auntie, tell us a story, they cry. I sit on a bench, pendant shining, and tell them about a girl who was mocked but stood tall. They clap, they laugh, they learn. When they leave, Chike asks, do you regret anything? Think, regret? Pain? But pain is also a teacher. The sun sets red, bold. My heart sets free, steady. News spreads faster than fire on dry grass. The maid married Obina. The maid wears silk now. The maid carries the sun. Gossip runs wild. Chioma cannot bear it. She throws her fury at friends, but they slip away. At parties, whispers follow her instead. She buys more gowns, but eyes only see her shame. She laughs too loud, too false. One day, she storms into the market. Look at her, she screams, pointing at me. This girl fooled us all. She tricked a rich man with her fake pendant, her fake tears, her. Enough. Baba Segan booms. Respect yourself. This girl worked here among us. We saw her carry buckets, saw her sweep floors, saw her bleed. Nothing about her is fake. The crowd nods, mutters, agrees. Chioma's face burns red. She flees, tripping on her own pride. I stand still, shaking inside. Not with fear, but with strange pity. She is falling and no one reaches out. That night I whisper to Chike, I hate her, but I also hurt for her. He nods. That is why you will never be like her. Your heart is bigger than revenge. I sleep, pendant pressed close, dreaming of rivers that carry both stones and flowers. One evening, Chike takes me to his family's old estate on the outskirts. The house is wide, the walls cracked but strong. He leads me through corridors until we reach a locked door. This is yours too now, he says, handing me the key. Inside is a room filled with old books, carved stools, and a chest. We open it together. Inside are cloths with the sun symbol, letters written by ancestors, and one small crown carved from wood. It is not gold, Chike says. But it means more. Our people believed whoever wore it must serve, not rule. I place it on my head. It feels light, yet heavy with meaning. Chike bows just slightly. You will carry this better than me. Tears sting my eyes. No, I whisper. We carry it together. A storm rages that night. Thunder shakes the walls. Rain drums the roof like angry fists. We sit in the hidden room with candles. I clutch my pendant. Storms come, Chike says, But they do not stay. I think of the first party. Of laughter like knives. Of trays crashing. Of running in rain. The storm inside me feels smaller now. I reach for his hand. Thank you, I say. For what? For finding me when I was lost. He smiles. You found yourself. I only walked beside. Lightning flashes. For a moment, the room glows like heaven opened a window. Weeks later, I return to the house of the first party. This time, I do not come to serve or to be mocked. I come to give. We organize food, clothes, school bags. Children laugh in the yard. Women share stories. Men help carry. Even Chioma appears, thin and tired. She stands at the edge, ashamed. I walk to her. Take this, I say, handing her a bag of rice. She stares, trembling. After all I did? After all I said? Yes, I answer. Because no one deserves hunger. Her lips shake. Why? Because I know what it feels like. She breaks then, sobbing into her hands. The crowd watches. Some shake heads. Some nod. Redemption is not easy, but it begins here. Morning breaks clear. I stand on the balcony with my pendant warm against my chest. Below, children play. Laughter rises, not cruel this time, but bright. Chaik joins me, arm around my shoulder. What do you see? He asks. A city that once mocked me but now listens, I say. A life that broke me but also rebuilt me. He smiles. And tomorrow? Tomorrow, I whisper, the sun will rise again. Twice if we let it. The pendant shines. The ring shines. 2 suns. 1 story. I was the maid. I was the laughter. Now I am the song. And the city, at last, sings with me.